What's up, guys? Scott Lett here, owner of Iron City Power Washing. Well, I let you guys down. I did not get hardly any footage last night. I got some clips here and there, but I did get a good bit of before and after pictures. I will show you those. So when you see those and you wonder how I got everything so clean, I downstreamed Wonder Store. I poured 1 gallon into a 5-gallon bucket, added water to it, and downstreamed it with a 1.8 injector. And it got most of that oil, grease, sugar, black marks out of the drive-through. So I did use a little bit of SH, but this was more of a degreaser, Wonder Store type job, and it looked good. I can tell that it's never been cleaned before, best of my knowledge, but I will be sure to post those pictures. But what I want to talk about in this video, it's a question that I feel like is asked a lot, where people are afraid to ask because they're afraid of how people are going to respond. I've seen it on Facebook groups, which I'm currently in 0 Facebook groups because it's a bunch of guys on there who took a course and they think they know everything when they've been washing a year. When you gain knowledge, guys, is when you get out there in the field and you do the work. It's not taking a course. It's not realistic. Okay. But anyways, the question that I've been getting is, how do you protect plants? Which is a really good question. And you're really at risk when it's really hot and really dry in the summer. The plant that is probably most sensitive to SH, sodium hypochlorite, bleach, is hydrangeas. So if you get to a house and there's a lot of hydrangeas, I would overcompensate, pre-wetting them, applying your SH in a small section on the house. While that dwells, hit those hydrangeas again with some fresh water, rinse the house, hit them again. Just really overdo it when it comes to hydrangeas, okay? Most bushes, I think, unless you hit it with like a roof wash, or stronger, it's really not going to kill them. So be very aware of hydrangeas. I would say that is the plant that, we've killed a few. I'm not going to lie to y'all. We've killed probably 3 or 4 plants since 2018, which is not bad. One situation was we were cleaning a roof, and some of the runoff in the gutters, it was dripping from the gutter down into a plant. We didn't see it. And that really wasn't our fault. Your gutters leaked. What are you supposed to do about that? So really overcompensate wetting plants. If you're super paranoid about it, just, have someone on the ground watering plants while someone applies SH. If you're a solo guy, hook up a sprinkler head or a sprinkler system, and sit there and let the water just go over the bushes while you wash. There's usually a few different water sources on a house. I do not recommend covering plants with tarps. You then suffocate them. It's just like if you were to park a car on some grass, the grass is going to be a little bit darker when you move your car. It's probably for an extended amount of time, but I don't really think covering plants is really the way to go. I think just overdoing it with water. So there is a solution that you can buy, but for you newer guys, you may not have the money to buy it. It's called Plant Wash from Southeast Soft Wash. We use that when it's really hot and we're cleaning roofs and, you know, we're just being overcautious, you know, you could downstream some plant wash on there and it neutralizes all the SH. And we keep some of that in my shop for mainly roof washes. So for roof washes, what you can do, obviously pre-wet all the plants, and then bag all the downspouts. So whatever runoff comes down from the roof doesn't go into the flower beds, it goes into a bag. And then you can just take the bag and just get rid of the SH. You can pour it in, you know, a designated tank on your truck or something like that. We usually just tie them up and throw them in our truck, and then I just, you know, throw them away at my house. So not the most ideal way to do it, but it's really never a whole lot of SH. Wow, there's a plane going over my head. So it's really not a lot, because we use a lot of soap on roof washes. Okay, so we don't get a whole lot of runoff, and we do a lot of fanning. Very rarely do we use a heavy stream, just because the more heavy of a stream, the more runoff you're gonna have. So, but plants, guys, if you're washing houses every day, I mean, you may kill one every so often. I mean, it's part of it. You know, there's guys out there saying, oh, I've never killed a plant before. Well, that means you're probably sitting at the house not washing. I mean, let's just be real. So, but, you know, we've killed, like I said, 3, 4, 5 plants since 2018. And we do a very thorough job when it comes to property protection. We cover cameras, you know, we cover Ring doorbells, outlets. You know, we're very aware that, you know, you can cause some damage to these houses if you're not careful. So yeah, just be careful with plants. Just overcompensate the rinsing, pre-wetting, do it in the middle of the job, do it at the end of the job, and I'm telling you, that fresh water will do plenty for you. So, and bag those downspouts when you do roof washes. If you can't really dial in the soap and you're getting a lot of runoff, we use those heavy-duty commercial bags from Home Depot, and they can hold a lot of weight. But like I said, very rarely is there a whole lot of runoff from the roof. So let's talk about something else. Cleaning asphalt lots. Okay, it is totally different than cleaning concrete. One day you'll be getting a call to clean an asphalt driveway, an asphalt commercial lot, to get it clean before striping or whatnot. You can't use any chemicals on that. They're petroleum based. If anything, you'll discolor it. You know, like really the newer asphalt, like lots, seal coated lots, you cannot use chemicals on that. Okay. The best thing you can surface clean it. People say you can't surface clean asphalt. Yeah, you can. You just got to put the right tips on there. You want some heavy flow tips. You can turn down your machine, idle it down, go a little bit slower. You have to go a little bit slower on asphalt to clean it. Like when it's red clay, you know, and it's a post-construction type thing, you got to go slower. But you can clean asphalt. We made a good bit of money this past year cleaning asphalt lots. But you cannot use chemicals. Chemicals will discolor the asphalt. Asphalt is totally different than concrete. So, you know, people are asking me, like, you know, what surface cleaner do you use? I'll go ahead and answer that. You know, it really just depends on, you know, what machine you're using. Okay, if you're using a 4 gallon to 5 gallon per minute machine, I recommend a 20-inch Whisper Wash surface cleaner. 20 inch is going to get you up and rolling. You can knock out some good sized residential jobs with that. You know, once you bump up to an 8 gallon or a 10 gallon, you know, I recommend the 28 inch bid guy, the 31 inch mini Mondos, which is what we run. A lot of guys like the BEs, which are the yellow ones you see. We have a BE, we have Whisper Wash. I've used the 28 inch big guy, I liked it, but I would say the most elite surface cleaner that we've used has been the 31 inch mini Mondo. So I would steer clear of the big box store surface cleaners, the little 12-inch that hook to the end of your wand, you're going to be spending more money replacing those than you would if you just spent the money for a one-time purchase of a nice surface cleaner. So just keep that in mind. And pay attention to what those surface cleaners are rated at, okay? I mean, if your surface cleaner is rated for 3,500 to 4,000 psi and you're using a 4,400 psi machine, you're gonna bust those O-rings and those seals, and it's gonna leak, and you're gonna wonder why. So, but anyways, guys, I really want to talk about the plants. I can tell a lot of the newer guys are really nervous about killing plants, but if you overcompensate wetting those plants, you will be fine. And another thing I tell people to do is, like, when we're getting ready to leave, just go ahead and turn your sprinkler system on, and just go ahead and wet those, flower beds after we leave. I don't tell them that because I think we may have damaged their plants. It's just an extra step. Why not? And they usually appreciate me telling them that. So, and also, guys, if you do kill a plant, they'll be able to tell within, I would say, 3 to 4 days. So if they call you a month or two later and say that their plants are damaged, don't fall for that. We've had that happen. I had a lady call me, I think it was last year, after we washed her roof, and said that we killed a plant on the side of the house where an area of the roof that we didn't even clean. So she wanted to put it on us. I was like, well, first of all, we didn't even clean that side of your house. Second of all, that was 6 months ago. And this is when the weather was changing. I think it was about this time of year. And everything was kind of going dormant. I was like, no, we didn't do it. I'm not compensating you for it. So look, guys, if I make a mistake, I'm going to own up to it. I'm going to pay for it. I'm going to take care of my customer. But if you didn't do it, you didn't do it. So don't let someone run you over and say, hey, I need some money. There was an instance not too long ago. We were cleaning an apartment complex, and we sent out notices to the property manager to send out to the residents saying, hey, we're going to be here, at this apartment complex or this building this day. Send this out to your tenants for, to let them know, like, we're going to be using chemicals and whatnot to kind of avoid going this direction. They need to go out this way the first half of the morning and then the other way. Well, we had an older man not listen, and we got some bleach on his collared shirt, and he said we ruined his shirt, which we did, and then he said we should have put up caution tape, all these things. Why did we not notify people? I was like, well, we did. I mean, you got a letter on your door, you got an email, you were told what to do, and you failed to do it. So I'm not paying for a new shirt. You should have listened. So it's okay to tell someone, I'm sorry. My phone falls over. I just leaned it against something in my truck. But if you're not in the wrong, you're not in the wrong. Okay? These are all the things that you're going to face, guys. I'm just trying to share my experiences and whatever knowledge that I have with you guys. So it's only going to help you and better your company. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else that's been asked here lately. I know I've talked about chemicals. We talked about plants, cleaning asphalt, driveways and lots. But I think that's it for this video, guys. Next week we have a pretty good week. A bunch of residential jobs. Really no commercial work right now, but those come in randomly. And but I'm eventually going to make a video of me washing. I promise. But like I said, I feel like these videos where I'm sharing things like this with y'all is more beneficial, because there are thousands of videos out there of people washing. I mean, we all do the same stuff. There's different methods, but we all usually get the same end results. So, anyways, guys, Scott Lett, Iron City Power Washing. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and I will attach those pictures of the job last night in this video.